So welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. This is day 15 of Ignite. And we're going to do twisty things, starting on the floor, coming to our hands and knees, and maybe even standing. We'll see how it goes. So come lie on the floor. Come. So lying on the floor, your knees are bent. As always, unpack your shoulders, land in onto the floor. And taking a deep breath, really letting that echo down into the deep of you. Nice. Begin to sway your knees from side to side. And if you stay swaying your knees in different variations from side to side for the next 20 minutes, that is amazing. It's finding your practice, and the practice might be the container that I create, that I'm here, you're here, and you move while I move, but you're moving different movements, or maybe you're moving the movements that I'm doing with you. I'm really happy whatever way you interpret this practice. Squeeze your right knee up onto your chest and hug it in, and just let your belly and your thigh really settle with each other. Have a deep sense of meeting, of connection. Nice. Change. Draw the left knee up onto your chest and hug it down towards you. And a deep sense of belly, of thigh, of sigh, of satisfaction. And bring both feet to the floor. Feet are underneath your knees. Arms are long beside you, and begin to roll up and down along your spine. And as you do this, notice what you meet. And again, it's not doing the poses, that the poses are the thing. It's noticing what you encounter as you endeavor to do these movements. It's noticing the sensations in the movement and adapting and becoming more wholesome as you move. What do you meet as you move? For me, that takes the whole ego out of getting somewhere and, that I can compare myself. I can't compare myself to anybody because the sensations I'm experiencing are mine and they inhabit or exist within me as I move. So really feel that. It's about you being present in your body. Next time you rise, pause. Feet are parallel, toes are active. You can, if you want, either keep your arms long beside you or reach your arms up towards the ceiling and bring your fingertips to touch. The reason why I love this particular one with your hands touching or your fingertips touching is that then I widen. It's like my shoulders grow outwards and my spine pulls backwards. And there's this amazing scoop in the deep of my belly that starts to happen as the spine engages. Just feel that. Deepen into it. Nice. Lowering all the way down. Come land on the floor. Keep your arms up towards the ceiling. So you can use your belt, or you can just keep your arms up towards the ceiling with your hands parallel. I'm making my belt quite narrow, so it's halfway, half a tea towel. And then walk your feet a little bit closer together. So we're going to do zoomies. So roll up along your spine, lifting up through your hips. Nice. And then bend your elbows and bring your right elbow to your right knee and your bum is on the floor. And then reaching long through your arms, maybe reach them overhead, reach long through your legs so it's parallel to the left leg. Bend your elbows, squeeze your right knee to your right elbow. Long through your arms, long through that leg. And I have this sense, that deeply satisfied reaching into my leg. And that's moving from my belly. That's moving from the deep of, like the roots of my leg as that travels up into my diaphragm, up into my rib cage. One more time. Super. Bring your bum to the floor. Sway your knees from side to side. And just feel that deep of your belly, wide of the back of your pelvis, the weight of your body as it travels from one side to the other. Back to center. Arms up towards the ceiling. Roll up along your spine, lifting your hips upwards. And then drop your bum to the floor. Draw your left elbow up, bend your elbows, and squeeze your left elbow towards your left knee. And then reach long into zoomies. Bum to the floor, elbow to your knee. Zoomies. Make every moment matter. Be here now. One more time. Super cool. Both feet to the floor, arms straight up towards the ceiling. Lift your feet off the floor and draw your knees up towards your chest. My arms are still holding onto my belt and they're up towards the ceiling. And now sway your knees from side to side. And because your arms are up towards the ceiling, and you're holding on to your belt, it turns a little bit into zombie, but just listen to your shoulders because you'll be leaning into the outside of your shoulders as you do this. So just feel that. How do you stabilize the weight of your legs? By gently moving your hands that are holding onto the belt a little bit from side to side into zombie. So if I turn sideways, what's happening is as I lean my knees to the right, I'm ever so gently moving my hands very steadily towards the left. And it's like it is actually kind of like I'm steering or holding onto a bar. It feels really solid. There's a certain moment where I can experience the solidness of my arms as they connect. Let's try with our legs straight. Legs are straight. So there isn't much movement here for me. Just notice that for you. There's not much stability. How do you move from side to side? Really gently, steadily. Whoa. Just feel that. Nice. Back to center. So get rid of your belt and then draw your right knee up onto your chest and stretch the left leg long so it floats along and just above the floor. So I'm holding onto the right knee with the right hand and I'm really feeling that I'm widening my rib cage and the back of my waist to the floor. And I'm almost doing that thing where I walk my rib cage up and away from my lower back so that my lower back is naturally flattening because there's length in my spine. I'm tucking my chin in and I feel very strong and steady. Drop your left heel to the floor and push your right elbow into the floor. And then draw your right knee over towards the left. And as I do this, I'm really anchoring deeply down through the right arm. Come back up to center. Down towards the left. Anchoring. Back to center. Next time we go, we're going to breathe into it. So keep your right arm on the floor. I've stretched my right arm long and I feel this lovely sense of contact and weight about it. My right knee is over towards the side and I'm really not letting my right shoulder move at all. Deepen your breath, widen the back of your pelvis. I'm pushing the baby toe side of my left leg into the floor and I have this sense of length and width through the back of my rib cage. Tuck your chin in. Even imagine that you're widening the back of your head towards the floor, the back of your neck towards the floor. And as I do that, my breath rises and fills into the back of my neck and shoulders. And it's like, wow, so nice. Nice. Come back up to center. Other side. Squeeze both knees up towards you. Hug them in. Nice. Lengthen your right leg long and you're holding on to your left leg. And again, I'm shimmying my spine and positioning my rib cage so that I have a sense of length through my spine and my rib cage and lower back are pulling backwards. My right leg is super long and very satisfied. Nice. Drop your right leg to the floor. Bring your left elbow to the floor to begin with, and then rock your left knee over towards the right. And just feel that. Come back to center. Rock over towards the right. And center. One last time. Over towards the right, and we're going to hold it. So I've lengthened into the left arm. Shoulders are wide. I've really anchored into that left shoulder, widening through the space between my shoulder blades. I'm like, suddenly I'm feeling into my back, and it's like I'm pulling my shoulder blades apart. So there's more of my spine on the floor, tucking my chin in, and have this sense of weight falling from the front of my face into the back of my throat, into the back of my head. Really feel how, yeah, I'm always amazed. It sounds so crazy when I say it, that the front of my face is connected to the back of my head. They feel like such different planets. You know, I'm like, wow, they're just so different. Nice. Come back to center. Squeeze your knees up onto your chest and just roll like there's a clock on the back of your pelvis. You can have your elbows on the floor or hands on your knees. And then roll in the other direction. Cool. Just one last movement on the floor. Bring both feet to the floor. Push down, roll up along your spine, and just feel that delicious opening of the front of your thighs. And then rolling down. Nice. Again, rolling up, traveling up along the spine, pushing deeply upwards through your hips. Shoulders are wide. Again, have that sense of volume and mass dropping backwards through the backs of your shoulders. I feel this there's this connectivity and interest in the back of my shoulders. And then lowering all the way down, land on the floor. So roll over and come onto your hands and knees. Start with your cat pose because it's just so delicious for your spine. So rounding your back and then arching your back. Rounding your back, arching your back. Super. One more time. Rounding your back, arching your back. Cool. Tuck your toes under, push back into your downward dog. So we're going to do a gentle twist here with our pelvis and our ribs. So bend your right knee and drop your bum a little bit over towards the right. And then just lean and lengthen into the left leg. And because your right knee has fallen downwards and your right pelvis has fallen downwards, there's more length to the left side. And there's a twist in your spine as well as a side bend. But we're going to focus on the twist. Nice. And then change. Bend your left knee, drop your pelvis a little bit down towards the left. Lean into the right side of your body. And then begin to travel. Lengthening one side. Lengthening the other side. And feel like, that idea that's been weaving its way through Ignite. Like only you can really truly know how to meet your body in space in this moment. And the journey of this yoga is to find out how to meet our bodies in space in this moment. So what's satisfying right now? What's delicious? What's awesome? Bring your knees to the floor. Rest yourself back into a child's pose. Have your head supported wherever you are. So either your head is on the floor, your arms are long. Head is on the floor, your arms are back. Head is resting on your hands. Head is resting in your hands. When I'm teaching a class with a microphone, it's always best that I have my head in my hands. Otherwise, Darth Vader will teach the class. Great. Okay. So coming up onto your hands and knees and just pause there for a moment. Knees are underneath your hips, hands are underneath your shoulders. And then bring your right leg straight out towards the right. So it's straight out from where the foot was, the knee was. And then pull your right elbow back into lawnmower and then reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. And wherever your neck feels comfortable here, that's the main thing. So for me, looking up towards my hand catches my neck a little bit. So I'm going to look directly towards the right. Widen your chest. And I'm leaning again into the back of my shoulders, the back of my body. So there's a sense of widening and lengthening the front, twisting the ribs, but also widening and lengthening the back. Cool. Bend your elbow so your hand comes to the front of your shoulder. Turn your chest towards the floor and then glide your right hand towards the left. It's like you're reaching to get underneath the couch to pick up the remote control in the most awkward position possible. Nice. Pull your elbow back. Reach up towards the ceiling. Nice. Bend your elbow. Turn and then reach underneath your armpit towards the left. Turn and reach. Turn and reach. Pause with your right shoulder moving towards the floor as much as you can. You're looking down along the right arm. You're even imagining that your head, the side of your right eye, could come to the floor so you could glance or gaze under the couch to see where the remote has gone. Always at this moment, you're noticing dirt in your in your sitting room, aren't you? People say, "Oh, there's that T-shirt that I've been missing for ages. There's that biro. Wow, I never knew it was so dusty under there." So just breathe into that, embracing it, settling with it. Nice. Come all the way back up to center. Other side. So stretch your left leg long. So tell me what you saw when you had your head on the floor. Pull your left elbow back. Reach your left hand up towards the ceiling. Widen through the chest, deepen into the front of your body, and then fill and widen into the back. So I feel this like it's not just chest opening, I'm like whoa, through the back of my body, really widening and lengthening. Again, my head is looking just directly towards the left. I don't really like lifting my head up towards the ceiling. My neck pinches a bit, so I don't bother do things like that. Nice. Bend your elbow so your fingers are on the front of your shoulder. Turn towards the floor and then reach your left hand under your right armpit towards the right. Most awkward reaching for remote control ever. Reaching up, then up towards the ceiling, and then gliding under and towards the right. Up towards the ceiling, and then under and towards the right. Pause there. My hand is floating above the floor. My shoulders almost resting on the floor. The side of my eye is almost resting on the floor. Breathe into it. Nice. Come all the way back. Both hands to the floor. Both knees to the floor. And just do a shoulder shrug. So squeeze your shoulders back. Push your shoulders forward. Back. Forward. Walk your hands one handprint forward. So the next movement, it's not about the movement, it's about how you feel as you move. So listen to sensations rather than expect a shape. So listen as you pull your bum backwards. What happens in your shoulders? How far do your shoulders want to go as you do this? Now leaning forward. Keep looking at the floor. Lean your hips a little bit forward. So begin to travel. Draw your bum back. I'm going to bring my knees a little bit wider. Lean forward. So you're not looking forward because as soon as you lift your head, your lower back will drop. So keep the focus on a really contained and controlled lower back. You're just listening. It's just movement. It's not the end of your range. It's how do I hear the opening of the front of my belly? How do I hear the lengthening of my arms and my spine? Nice. One more time. Super duper. Come lie on the floor. Come all the way down. Landing. Stretch your legs up towards the ceiling. Just roll. Stretch your arms up towards the ceiling. Roll into your wrists. And just feel that As you move, you have this really deep sense of like meeting the effort that your hands have made and really rolling out. As you roll your feet, it's going to really regulate the knees, roll in the other direction. Nice. Soles of your feet together, knees apart. Pull your feet towards your belly. Just drop your breath into your belly. Nice. So stay there or bring your feet to the floor and find a way that you find rest in your spine. Do what you feel is right for your spine, your body in this moment. Oh, Twisty Things was very nice. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the morning tomorrow again. And thanks so much for joining me. Yeah, I'm really liking Ignite. It's enlivening my practice again. I'm feeling this really strong longing to have a really strong evening practice at the moment. It's very nice. I'm feeling the movement towards that, which is great. It's very nice. I love when the hunger rises in me for something. And nice. So have a great day. Some of you I'll see today. Woohoo! And some of you I will see in life in general on the beach or something in the next few days. So be well, be awesome, be you, be epic. And thanks a million for joining me. Ciao, ciao. Slán, slán go fóill.